Hi, welcome. My name is Pilu. Here I bring you a sequence 15 minutes open heart to energize the body and as well to unblock and open up the feelings. Let's start in the front of the mat. Place your feet hips distance apart. Slightly squeeze the buttocks. Navel in and up, shoulders roll back and down, and hands on the heart center. Close your eyes, chin slightly down. In your next inhale, draw your navel in and up. And feel the ribs opening and the chest opening. Exhale, squeeze your navel in, the ribs come back together. Inhale, navel in and up, a little bit more exaggerated to open up more the upper part of the body. Exhale, squeeze the navel in, ribs comes down together. One more time. This time on your inhale, lift your hands up. Keep opening the ribs and maybe look up. Exhale, hands down. The buttocks is a little bit squeezed, the hips remain in front, and we try to keep the waist on top of the hips. So this movement is going to be happening more between the waist and the shoulders, the upper part of the body. Inhale, hands up. Look up, open your ribs, maybe bring your chest a bit more facing up to the ceiling. Exhale, down. Keep going. Maybe now bringing the hands back a little bit. Exhale, down. Last time. Good. Rise your hands up. And on your exhale, go with your chest forward. Forward, forward, forward. Keep your hands up. Keep going forward with your hands. Your chest now is facing down and the navel is in. And let's create spaces again through the breath. Inhale, expand your ribs. Exhale, navel in. Inhale, expand the ribs. Exhale, draw your navel even more in and go down. Bend the knees and you can rest your chest on your knees. Grab your elbows and move side to side. Releasing your hands on the mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine, keep your knees bent. Exhale, down. And let's keep going with this movement. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, down. We keep working with the breath. In every inhale, expand the ribs. The shoulders are far from the ears. And the exhale, the navel goes in, making space to forward. Okay, last one. And down. You can stay with your knees bent or extend the legs. Bringing the hands on the floor. Find a tabletop. Pushing with your hands the floor. Make a space in between the scapulas. So we round a little bit the upper part. Navel in. Slightly squeeze the glutes. Draw the navel up as well. Open the ribs and go with your chest forward. Imagine that you have a field here, like a cable, and someone is pulling you forward. Go forward, forward, forward. Probably your back is going to arch. It's okay. And now imagine someone is pulling us from a cable on the middle of the back up. So we lift around the back. We can look at the navel. And again, when we inhale, open the chest. And again, this cable pulling forward. And when we exhale, we round and the cable is pulling up from the middle of the spine. One more time. And sit on the heels. If this is uncomfortable, just feel free to sit cross legs. Bringing the hands up, navel in. We avoid rounding the lower back, and we're going to face the right side. Inhale, go a bit higher with your hand. Exhale, left hand on the right knee, right hand back. Just a simple twist. And come up with your hands. And we'll go to face the left side. Inhale, prepare, go higher with your hands. Exhale, right hand on the left, left hand back. Simple twist. Come back to center. Inhale, rise your hands up. If you are sitting in a cross position, just join us here just for a second. Bring your knees apart and find your child pose. With the hands walking forward, stay with the palms of the hands up, so we stay on the fingers. The armpits try to go down, but they're not really touching the mat. And we find the extension of the spine. You can place the forehead on the mat. Inhale through the nose. Exhale by the mouth. Now placing the palms on the mat, lift your hips up and bring your knees under your hips. Walk with your hands forward and find the mat with the forehead or maybe with the chin. So we drop the chest down. The navel remains slightly in to avoid collapsing on the lower back. We want to have this opening happening in the upper part of the body, from the waist up. And coming up with your chest, belly down and stay on your elbows. Feet together or hips distance apart. Elbows under the shoulders. The elbows goes back and the chest goes forward. The neck is relaxed. We can say no, we can say yes. And we don't want to feel any pain or any discomfort on the lower back. So find the point where we are opening the chest, we are extending the spine, but we are not collapsing on the lower back. Work with your breath, expanding your ribs on the inhale and bringing the navel in on the exhale, relaxing and maybe going a bit deeper on the back bend. And relax down. Bringing one hand on top of the other one, forehead on the hand, and move your hips a little bit side to side. Come up on your elbows one more time. Bend the right leg. Lift your chest up and bring the left hand back. Maybe it's reaching this right leg. Maybe we just rest it back. If it's reaching the right leg, what we're going to do is to kick on that hand, so the foot is going to push the hand away to lift the chest higher. It's not about bringing this foot down. So today what we want to do is to lift the chest up. And we switch. So release your left arm down, bend the left knee, reach with the right hand behind wherever you arrive or your leg, and then kick back. And release. Now bringing the left knee high. With the right hand we reach the left knee and we bring the right shoulder down. We keep traveling to bring now the left shoulder down. Probably the right knee will lift up. It's okay. But what we want to keep here is 2 shoulders pressing down equally the mat to find a twist. And we go back facing down the mat. Come on your elbows again. Bring your right knee down, up. Bring the left hand on the right knee. Find the floor with your left shoulder and keep rolling so your right shoulder can find the floor as well. Don't expect to have exactly the same pose as in the other side. Both sides of the body are very different. And now facing up. Just going to remove my microphone. Bring your feet under your knees. Hips distance apart. Hands next to the hips. And chin slightly down. And from here, we are going to rotate the hips. So actually now bring the fingers on top of these bones on the hips, the big bones that we can feel it, and try to pull them towards you. It's like if you want to do this movement, bringing those bones towards your face. And see what happens with your hips, they will rotate. So let's continue that movement. Pull those bones towards you. Keep pulling them and start to press through your feet, through your heels, squeezing a little bit your buttocks. Keeps going with those bones closer to your face. You can release your hands, interlock the fingers, bring the shoulders a bit more under, scapulas more closer, and keep going up and bringing those bones to your face. Once you feel you've reached the age for lifting your hips up, we start with the chest. Imagine that someone is pulling you again from a cable here and is trying to bring your chest that direction. The chest is going towards the chin, but we are not touching the chin with the chest. I really feel my heels pressing down the mat and giving me as well all these directions of going forwards towards my face. And very slowly down. First we unlock the hands. We start to feel how each vertebra starting from the shoulders down start to have contact with the mat. These bones are still coming towards me, towards my face. Going down. And finally the hips. Beautiful. We go one more time. If you have wheel on your practice, feel free to go this time with a wheel. Placing the hands next to your hips. Find the feeling of your back in contact with the mat first. Chin slightly in. And now, bring the fingers on your bones and pull them towards to you. Feel the rotation of your hips. Press strong through your feet to lift your hips up. Release your hands down. Keep going up with your hips. You can feel how everything starts to activate a little bit. The glutes, the legs, they activate a bit more. Interlock the fingers and bring the scapulas together. So we walk with the shoulders in. Go up until you feel that's your pose for your hips, and then start to open the chest. I still feel like my heels are pushing forward to open my chest. And we stay here for 2 more breaths. The navel goes in. Use your breath to open the chest area, the ribs area. Release your hands and very slow, vertebra per vertebra, goes down. Last part will be the hips. Beautiful. Bring your feet apart, as wide as the mat, knees together. And you can just drop your knees a little bit side to side. Knees to your chest. Give yourself a nice hug. Right hand on the left knee, allow them to drop towards the right side. Open your left arm on the side. Again, make sure both shoulders are touching the mat. Back to the center, let's go to the other side. Back to the center, give yourself a nice hug. Inhale deeply through the nose. And when you exhale by the mouth, extend your legs, release your arms, find your Shavasana. Stay here as long as you need. And thank you very much for coming to practice with me. Namaste.